groan is all he can muster as a sharp pair of forceps dig into his abdominal incision site, evacuating what appears to be a hematoma. Then another high-pitched groan, then another. Minutes prior, I had walked to Nate's bed with the surgery team, only to see an expressionless, ghostly figure uncomfortably recline before me. Blank faces are hard to read, and this is an unwelcome sight compared to before. Jesus Christ, I think to myself. Wasn't it just a few days ago that this guy was talking about getting this operation so he could go to college and not have to worry about his gallbladder? Am I even looking at the same guy? As they continue to dig into his incision site, I see his legs twitch from the corner of my eye. My resident tries to reassure him. Nate, we're almost done here. Just give us a few more minutes. He mumbles. He breathes heavily, and a look of resolute focus takes over his face, as if he's trying to control the situation, until he lets out another groan. This one the loudest of them all. He decrescendos and trails off. More reassurance falls on deaf ears. Nate, you're doing great. Keep being strong for us. I glance over and see his mom. She's completely out of the way now. There's nothing she can do, so she just looks on. She's relinquished control of the doctors in front of her. I take a moment to consider how she must be feeling. Probably helpless. She can't control the one thing she wants to control more than anything else, her son's well-being. A few cycles of moans and groans later, we're all done now. All the blood's been evacuated. Nate, we're all done, the resident says as he turns to the mother. We'll give him some medication so this doesn't happen again. We'll be watching him very closely. Do you have any questions for us? No. No, thank you. Thank you for taking care of my son. I glance over to take a look at Nate. He says nothing. He's on too many pain medications to communicate properly. The procedure's all done now, and all he does is stare out the window, completely unaware of anything or anyone around him. What's he looking at? Rather, what's he thinking about? His face is just as blank as before. Perhaps blank faces aren't so hard to read. Maybe he's wondering around if any of this is real. Maybe he's wondering if the beeping machines that are keeping him alive are real. Or maybe he's wondering if the incandescent lights streaming from above keeping him warm are real. Or maybe he's wondering if the navy blue background of his ICU room, a veiled attempt at decor in the most depressing of places, is real. Or maybe he's just wondering why. Nothing more than why. Words can't do justice to what's going on. In the last 5 minutes, he said nothing that's comprehensible. And yet, I feel like I know Nate more clearly than I ever have before. Nate is suffering. Nate is in anguish. He went from being an active participant in his life to a reactive spectator in just a few days. That blankness on a face can only be the symptom of someone who is intimately aware of that truth. I hope he gets better tomorrow. In fact, I hope he gets better at all. I hope he goes to college and lives a carefree life. I hope he gets to live life on his own terms. I hope. My thoughts are interrupted as a resident gestures to me to go to the next room. I have to go now, or I'll be left alone. Or I'll be left. I wonder whose expressionless face I'll see next.